and so is the center, DeAndre Ayton. Meanwhile, this is the
tested ones. I think Spencer's really important.
Three-point attempts per game means of 39.5 last year to around 35.5 this year. They've gone from 2nd to 22nd in the NBA in three-pointers attempted. They touch the paint, but P.J. Washington is denied by the defense inside. Shaedon Sharpe there to contest that shot. Toumani Camara in a good groove. DeAndre Ayton, they run a lot of action so he can get some mid-range jumpers early in games. He missed one from the top of the key. But Portland, a good offensive rebounding team, already put up one shot, but Camara missed, and a third shot is made at the board.
That's not a good sign if he's starting with that kind of open look to start the game. He can really get it going, doesn't take much.
We've seen him score 24.25, as a matter of fact, against Dallas this year. Trailblazers played last night, and they won big in New Orleans. There's Derek.
Guy trying to keep him off the glass, and he could not do it.
That win for the Trailblazers last night, 119-100, as they played on the road in New Orleans against the Pelicans. Blazers have won 4 of their last 7 games. Steal, P.J. Washington. Hand in the passing lane when Ayton tried to throw it out of the post. Dallas running. Marshall driving. Dinwiddie swings it. Washington, he gets into the paint. And that shot glances off the iron. But Lively loses his balance after securing the rebound, and the Trailblazers have the ball.
Corner. Uh-oh.
Simons runs to the corner. Around and out on a 3.
Caught a break on that one.
That does feel like a let-off when he misses a three-pointer with that little defense around him. Oh, wow, nice play by Ayton after the wraparound pass from P.J. to Derek Lively. We're 2 minutes into the game.
Active hands for Portland so far.
Drive, pull up, fade.
In a lot of ways, but if he gets going, it's a real problem. This team's had a lot of offensive success against the Dallas team, a lot of high-scoring games.
Don't let 18.5 points per game for his season average fool you about how high of a level he's capable of scoring the ball in any individual given game. Here is Dinwiddie with the step back over Ayton. Avdia there for the rebound. Toumani Camara turns down an outside shot to drive. Missed off the glass. Dallas with the win over the Lakers by 21 points on Tuesday to raise their home record to 11 wins and 6 losses. In the open court, Avdia dribbles into a crowd. Quick closeout here by Washington against Sharpe. Road record 5-15 for the Trailblazers this year, but 2-2 on this current road trip. And tonight's the rubber game of the trip. They have won so far against Milwaukee and New Orleans. They've lost to the Lakers and Pistons. Blazers is 7-2.
When you spoke about
Yes.
New Orleans, I mean, they were up big early on, and they look really great. They've been playing extremely well. I mean, they've had some games where they've let the rope go a little bit.
Devin, 119-100. That sounds like that was a big number, and certainly the Mavericks know what they could do. They've scored 131 and 126 in games against Dallas this year. Donovan Clingan and Scoot Henderson gone into the game. Camara misses on a 3.
That was a dare defense by Spencer. I dare you to make this 3.
And it was not a good looking 3.
It was not at all.
Now it's Dinwiddie probing against Camara in the paint. Doesn't get the good roll. Clingan.
I thought Spencer got fouled on that. At least it looked like he was trying to draw the contact.
Clingan, who did not play last night, but he's playing tonight with one of their other backup bigs, Robert Williams III, out of tonight's game. Shot line by Sharpe. So it hasn't been a great offensive start for Portland. They're 3 for 10, but Dallas is 1 for 10 to start the game.
That's the weather.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, and it's not heating up inside. I'm sad to report. There's a low clock situation for a Dinwiddie, for a
however you want to describe it.
Right,
sure.
right.
Well, the Mavs do a nice job.
A blessing in disguise with the way they can with the injury bug that could have died.
I am a happy man seeing Daniel Gafford out there.
Well, especially given how he's played against Portland this year. Averaging 19 points and shooting 77% from the floor in 3 games against them.
Offense, transition. He's a great all-around player. Really good all-around.
On the move inside, here's Gafford. Gafford going up against Clingan. And denied by the rookie from UConn. Lamar running the floor and misses on the reverse, but Sharpe tips it in.
One thing you can't do against this team is allow them into transition. They struggle to score in the half court. But if you let these young athletic dudes get out in the open floor, signs of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Dinwiddie Now in a mismatch against the big man Klingon. Help defense. He drives all the way around for Washington.
Really good rotations by Portland off the penetration by Dinwiddie.
Mavericks have missed 9 consecutive shots. Kamara no good. Offensive rebound Klingon. The difference in the game, both teams are missing a lot of shots. Portland is just grabbing more offensive rebounds than the Mavericks are. Portland already 5 second chance points. Here's Grimes trying to break down the defense.
So hopefully same kind of input he's had this season as a shot.
On cue, I thought he was about to score at that point. But the drought continues from the floor. It's 10 straight misses for Dallas. Scoot Henderson, an up and down season, but was up last night, 13 points in the win against New Orleans. Down the game before, no points against Detroit in 19 minutes. On the move, Najee Marshall into the paint. The drought ends. Rattled home by Najee Marshall.
Plus the drought is to get points in the paint and get to the free throw line. Obviously, Marshall can do both those things.
This is the 3rd game back from Marshall since the suspension. Had 16 against Memphis. 7 points, 5 rebounds against the Lakers. Bad pass. Part of the 2024 Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame class. Jaden Hardy subbed into the game. Gafford screens going really tight around. The Mavericks have benefited from that rule, I would say probably 3, 4, 5 times this year.
Boy, in the Memphis game, it's a big comeback. It was huge.
Jaren Jackson
wins the call, and I think that sparked that whole rally and that whole comeback.
Delano Banton just scored for Portland, and so the Trailblazer lead is 5 points. Maxi Kleba's into the game. Kleba had a lot of good defensive possessions against Anthony Davis on Tuesday. A pull-up by Jaden Hardy is no good. Overall in the game on Tuesday, when Kleba was the primary or secondary defender against any Lakers player, that player was just floor.
Look at the handles on Gaff.
After Banton missed the shot, here's Jaden Hardy spotting up, and it's a pass, a good shot. Something to passes, and anytime Grimes has a chance to put one up, it's a great shot, Devin.
Yeah, Hardy made a very unselfish play, giving up a good one for a great one for that corner 3.
So it's 2 made threes in the game for Grimes. It's Banton attacking the basket on 3 straight possessions for Portland, converting once. Here's an offensive rebound, though.
Obviously, Portland not shooting a great percentage, but getting second opportunities and giving Simons wide open threes.
8 second chance points already. Portland's 4th in the league at nearly 16 a game on average. Too strong on the bank shot attempt by Marshall.
Three, big fella.
Klingon will shoot 3-pointers this season.
I have to say, his shot does look good.
Yes.
Look good.
It looks good.
You talk about kicking down the doors of Valhalla. Nobody saw that coming, and bam, there he is.
There's a back cut by Hardy. Gafford looking for him. Stolen by Scoot Henderson. Into the game. And bisecting.
It's been really good.
Just needed time from that injury. You got a high ankle sprain. It's going to take a little bit of time to find that rhythm, but he's got it now. Something
tells me we'll have more coming up soon on his last 6 games. Denied on the chase down block a moment ago, but knocks down none of their outside shots. Second 3 of the game for Henderson. A drive and
offensively.
Dallas started out 1 for 12. They've made 5 of their last 8. Handoff to Simons from 8. Over to Banton, and now Klingon and Henderson.
Had a bunch of looks too, as Devin pointed out. Those offensive rebounds have led to more 3-point looks.
This is 4 straight made threes, I think, for Portland. Feels like it. Grimes on the turnaround. Ayton with the rebound. Henderson to Banton, slams on the brakes. Oh, opts to put it down. Pull up, no good.
Game on. He was feeling it, yeah.
Let's go.
Banton's got cool hair. I couldn't pull that off.
Sure you could.
You think?
I like it, yeah.
You can do anything you want.
God, you guys are giving me so much confidence. This feels great.
Here's another drive by Hardy. And the runner is good for Jaden Hardy. It's a single-digit deficit going into the second quarter. Simons got it away, but shoots it in. 19 pandemic. This is the 18th time there's been a Seats for Soldiers game at American Airlines Center. The Mavericks have won 15 of the previous 17.
And Devin's been involved in some big wins.
Oh, obviously just felt like such an honor to be able to play this game and entertain these soldiers. It's always a blessing, and obviously we try to win these games as much as possible.
Klay Thompson back in for the Mavs. He shoots over Denny Avdia. Knocks down a 2.
Honestly, I think it's going every time I release his hands.
Yeah.
That's how good of a shooter he is.
Shaedon Sharpe is back in. Ambitious attempt on that runner from just below the elbow. Omax caught it on the move. He floors it and finds Hardy. 3-ball.
Ankle sprain, so people can understand what he's been dealing with trying to get back into the mix.
He missed 7 games due to that injury. Denny Avdia. Back shoulder fade to DeAndre Ayton. Cut by Avdia.
What a beast.
Both Dallas centers have had big swats tonight. A deflection, but it went right back to Dinwiddie. Sidestepping a closeout. 1-3 missed by Klay. Offensive rebound, Omax. Outside Hardy. In and out. Klay with the offensive rebound. Hardy again. Hardy nails it. And then that's going to maximize his time out on the floor and really be a positive contributor. And Tuesday night, a great example of that. That is a very crafty drive by Shaedon Sharpe.
Now when you want to turn it over, just shoot it.
Yeah.
Just shoot it.
That's how you avoid turnovers.
Exactly.
And I think sometimes, oh, that's a nice feed.
Omax lost his balance. Got it into that guy's hands again. Hardy drives, finds Omax. Way up. Not in. Kept alive, though, by Lively. And Klay Thompson has it. Mavs trail by 4. There's a paint catch.
Give him the hook.
Yeah, Lively ready to go to work.
Give him the
he
hook.
gave him the hook. Player this season, his post game, and especially going to those soft little baby hooks. He's looked really good doing that. Oh, that's a deflection by Hardy out of bounds.
Yes.
Kleba's gone into the game. Avdia slams on the brakes and hits him. So it's Kleba who went in when Lively went out. Hope everything's okay for Gafford. Screen here by Kleba. Dinwiddie against Donovan Clingan. Got it back. Clock winding down. Dallas going to have to create something here. That's a good choice, a Klay Thompson 3, but it's rebounded by Avdia on the miss.
Got a little late in the clock there before the Mavs got it going.
Avdia defended by Kleba. Clingan. Blocked from behind by one. Off target on the first. That isn't actually associated with ESPN.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
As a high school in Bristol, 20 years old, won 2 championships in his 2 seasons playing for UConn. Well, Dinwiddie on the drive, and it's pulled. Pass through the hands of Toumani Camara as Portland was looking for a full court alley-oop. Here's Hardy letting it rip. 13 points to lead Dallas in scoring.
Me and Devin are wearing funny little hats over here for the party.
Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe.
What an intriguing talent he is.
Drafted in the same draft as Hardy.
Yeah.
Sharpe was 7th. Hardy was 37th. Now Jaden on the drive. Pass outside to the bench. Clingan, he's made 1 3 tonight, but
Thought about it.
yeah, he did think about it, but reluctant to shoot it in the end. Toumani Camara not reluctant to shoot it. He misses it. Camara shooting 41% and averaging on threes and averaging 15 points. The missed whatever they were supposed to. Nearly CJ averaging career high tonight. Both teams at 4.
It's fine by me. No turnovers. Let's get some shots up and have some fun.
Well, it would be fun if the Mavericks take the lead for the first time in the game.
Lovely screen out there in the middle of the floor to free him up.
Mavericks 40, Trailblazers 38 as we approach the midpoint of the second quarter. Here's Chris Murray on the drive, leaves it for Clingan.
Yes.
Murray with the assist. Donovan Clingan. He's got 6 points in the first half. Dinwiddie. Sharpe with the rebound. And Shaedon Sharpe, one-man fast break, scores. Sharpe is leading Portland with 12 points now this year. At 21 for the Trailblazers in their thumping of the Pelicans last night in New Orleans. Again, they're on the second night of a back-to-back. Dinwiddie gave up the dribble, tossed.
Man, Derek Lively the second went down.
Hard. He's Is arriving into the play, though, as Dinwiddie puts it down and Dallas ball. Marshall with the drive. Dinwiddie spotting up. He'll attack a crevice in the deep. Trying to wedge his way up the baseline. Grimes does so. Significant dry spell, but one that's gone a few possessions now after taking their first lead of the game. 3 by 5 different players. 6 different players now have made threes in the first half for the Trailblazers. Hardy over Klingon. Good challenge. Now Henderson slings it to Kamara. That charge that Kamara drew a moment ago, his 17th charge drawn. He's #1 in the league. Drive here by PJ. Dallas got a stop. Dallas looking for a score. PJ wrestles it away. Oh, that was strong. He took it away from Klingon, but Grimes couldn't convert. And then Grimes catches up to Tamani Kamara. And Dallas has it back. And Marshall, a bullet pass ahead. Washington got the defender in the air. Grimes with the attack. Back to PJ. Flips it.
He affects a lot of activity down there just by being down there.
But to take it away from him, like PJ did just a moment ago on that rebound. But Klingon, he is a mountain of a man. Oh, what anticipation. Klingon's gone out. Scoot Henderson fouled. From Marietta, Georgia, the 20-year. And then Tamani Kamara had this. What Dallas did. Gafford is in. He caught it, looking for Washington. Deflection. We won't want to talk about it after the game tonight. There's not going to be a highlight package ever in the future about that possession.
Whataburger is not sponsoring that possession.
Anderson lost it on the drive. Close out by Washington to Chris Murray. And Murray with that shot in the end, challenged by Daniel Gafford. Hardy's out in the open court. He's got Grimes and Marshall running with him. Marshall finds Grimes. Offensive rebound, Gafford, who finds Hardy. Yes, sir! 18 first half points tonight. Murray goes baseline. Got around Grimes and finishes on the reverse. Dallas has battled back after a 1 of 13 shooting start to open the game. They fell behind by 10 points in the first quarter. On one occasion, they've had the lead here in the second. Could tie it with a long-range attempt, but driving is Marshall. The long-range attempt comes off the kickouts and a rim out for Grimes. Scoot Henderson got past the defense and then weaved back in. And forcing turnovers and doing something with it. Both teams have 6 turnovers, only 5 points so far. 5 after 2 free throws by Scoot Henderson. Dallas's bench has 28 points. Portland's bench has 26. And looking for more bench points. They won't get it. Hardy missed. And then a tip follow attempt by Lively is also no good. Tamani Kamara 0 for 7 from the floor. Wasn't looking at the rim. He was looking to give it up to Denny Avdia. Now Kamara looks at the rim and hits for the
boys. Get momentum going into the second half.
Closing quarters. It was at this point in the second quarter when Klay Thompson went off on Tuesday night. They could use that again. Dinwiddie's fouled.
2 minutes of a quarter, especially going into halftime. Big parts of the
statistical aspect of moment. They're 2 minutes, but man, momentum, it matters so much. And at the end of quarters, that carryover is huge.
Well, there's a chance for Dallas to do something here. They'll have, you would guess, maybe 3 more offensive possessions. Kamara just hit an open 3 and makes another one.
Getting going.
He has been playing very well on the offensive end of the floor going into the game tonight. 5 straight in double figures and averaging 15 in the last 4. And shooting 57% in those 4 games. 41 from the arc. Post up PJ. Gave it up to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie lobbing and it's cramped home. Kamara hit those last 2 threes. He's now the 7th different Portland player in this game to make a 3 tonight. Steal by Dallas. Klay Thompson running the floor. PJ in front of him. PJ baits the defender.
It's beautiful. You want to have about 5 or 6 seconds left. You'd like to have a little bit more, but hey, they got the turnover, got transition, puts them in a great spot.
For a 3, the old
is the perfect time for a 2 for 1.
Rick knows.
I feel like that you are right there with me and Brian Damaris and PhD speaking Rick Carlisle.
Oh my God, I could do it all day.
Skin, I think you've at least got a master's degree in speaking Rick.
I went to Richland Junior College, and what do they even call that?
Associate's degree.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Kamara pass, obvious shot, very late in the clock. It's no good. Washington, 4 seconds, up to Hardy. Hardy looking for an exclamation point to end his first half. Doesn't score.